Ashank, good morning and welcome to this conversation. I don't need to, give too much about Ashank, the co-founder of Mastech. My very first boss at Mastech, 17 plus years I've worked with Ashank, the one of the founder members of NASSCOM, and somebody who has seen the Indian IT industry, right from the very small beginnings to where it is today. So it's a great pleasure, and with Ashank, it's been such a lovely journey personally for me. That's why one of the first persons I wanted to speak to in this series that I'm doing is Ashank. And you have always inspired me, and working with you has been such a great fun. It's always a learning. A lot of the values that I today carry, the way I have shaped up, is largely because of you, Ashank, and because of Mastech and that values that Mastech, brought. And as we say in Mastech, once a Mastech here, always a Mastech here. For me, that is even more true. I continue to be in the board of Mastech Foundation. So that, as a co-founder of Mastech Foundation, I even remember those days when we started the Mastech Foundation together and where it is today. So that's a lifelong journey for me, that Mastech is there in my blood and it continues to be, I always feel proud to be a part of this.
It is great to be with you, Sanjay. As you said, we know each other for very many years. I still remember your interview that I did in SDF4.
Yeah.
I still remember that day. So it has been great to have you with us because, I call very few people also in Mastech as true Mastech here because they practice the values, they are sincere, they are all the good things that we talk about in Mastech, they exemplify that. So you are one of that, and moreover, you were loyal to the company for so long, and beyond anything else, contributed. Apart from just being a communication and PR and all that, you took initiative in foundation, you took initiative in many other things that we did. So it has been great to be with you, and I am very happy that you are doing something interesting now. And I'm sure we all wish you a great success.
So Ashank, this first question that I have is, and I know these stories, but I want to share with the world. The story behind Mastech. How did Mastech happen?
So it's interesting. It starts in a business school before anything else at IIM Ahmedabad, where I was studying, and other colleagues, I'll talk about them soon. We were all together there, and that's where the beginning is. So what used to happen is I was at IIM with little bit of experience compared to other freshies, as we call them. So I was kind of trying to, show that I know quite a few things better than others. So when there was a group of project people to be formed for some project in production engineering, I took everyone who didn't have any experience and commerce graduates and said, okay, we can do it together. If I'm there, I'll kind of make it happen. Just to enthusiasm. And Ketan Mehta was one of that group, and he was in my division also. So from there, friendship grew together, and it continued. And then we said, okay, we don't want to do something job which you'll all get. We'll do something different. So Ketan was also part of that thought, and then we came together. Then Ketan said, look, why don't we get some 2 more people? And we have a concept of dorm. Dorm is hostels. So he says, I have 2 guys in hostel, they look very good to me. I want to call them. So let's form a group. So we formed a group of 4 people. Sundar is one of them. And then there was another person called Vasan. So that way a group of 4 formed during IIM. And we decided we'll start a independent company, and it so happened that we were looking at software as the most possible thing. Mind you, software, nobody knew what was it. Software was not an independent industry. It was given by hardware guys free of cost. As I say, now we give it other way. But that was the kind of thing. So we did come together. We did a lot of projects together. What is called a PPID is to be called, which means starting a venture. So we did project on IT industry. We met many people in Delhi. I still remember traveling in 3rd class from Ahmedabad to Mumbai, Delhi. and traveling back without reservation with Vasan and my other Sundar and all that. So those were the times, but then we didn't leave it like that. We came to Mumbai and decided to stay together. And that was very key. I had a job in hand because I had gone from Godrej. And Godrej had called me back. They wanted me back in the company. And I got a house as a part of Godrej. So we stayed together and we kept on discussing late evening after we came from the job. So Sundar had joined HCL to get IT experience. Ketan had joined NoSale. Vasan was also working in IBM. So we started debating, discussing, and that's the foundation. Vasan, of course, left. He was not keen on joining. He had some other things, so he went to US. And that's the way Mastech started. Started. That was in 82. But many things happened after that, as you know. We had a customer in Rediffusion, and Sudhakar was our customer. And Sudhakar said he wanted to join us. So he joined us in 84, 85. So that way became a group of 4. So I'll stop here because there are a lot of other things.
Yeah. So, and how did this name Mastech come about? What's the story behind that name?
Correct. That's a interesting and good question. See, we were from management school. And those early days, IT was used, by the way, only for doing data processing. You do payroll, you do financial accounting, give it your data to some data processing agency, they will print and give it back to you. That's all IT was. We were kind of saying, no, IT should be solving management problems. Now it sounds obvious now after 38 years or 40 years, but at that time it was far ahead of its time. And we said we will build management solutions because we were from a management background. So we knew what is the business problem we will build. So management and software technology. So that was the name of Mastech. But it was too long. So when we went public, we shortened it and made it Mastech. So management and software technology. That is Mastech for you.
Excellent. Tell us some stories, and I know these stories, you have shared it with me. I've even traveled with you. I remember traveling with you. We made that film, I think it was the 25th year of Mastech, where we went to Ghatkopar house, and then we went to that Prabhadevi office, Nariman Point, all those places I've traveled with you personally. But tell us some interesting stories of the early days of Mastech. What was it like at that time? Some interesting stories that you can share.
So early days, what happened was when my house was, of course, all of them were staying together. But then what happened was I got married and they had to shift out to Ghatkopar. Ketan took that place and Sundar was also staying with me. So that was really that way a birthplace, which I have taken you also. And the resident there now was mightily proud as you came running to see that Mastech started there. So that was a house. We had no money. We had no telephone. Telephone used to take 10 years, by the way. Today you get it in 10 seconds. But we were using the shared telephone booths that used to be there that time. In fact, first time we used it from a shop of a jeweler. He said, pay me some money. And then we realized I'm getting more call than business. So he says, why go out? So those were the early days where there was no infrastructure and we were trying to get business. But we were kind enough, lucky enough to get a job from what is now called Procter & Gamble. They gave us a job to do their production planning and what is then called MRP. And mind you, it is to be done not on an IT. There was no personal computer. They had a computer in the lab, HP computer. And they said, do it on this. So C language had just come that time. And Vasan particularly was a kind of programming buff. And Sundar was also there. So they started working and I was doing from the business side, understanding. And we built a really far ahead kind of system that time by using what is called as operations research. I will not explain it here. There is a problem called traveling salesman problem. We had studied in IIMs and IITs. We applied that to solve problem of Procter and Gamble, which was called Richardson Hindustan that time. They were making many products and they did not know how to schedule them because they had some problem of using same machines, and they used to make wicks and the other things when there was a rainy season and all that. Anyway, they liked it so much, our solution, they gave us a bonus, and that was the beginning of Mastech. Because we realized that we could do some very complex solutions. Management and software technology was not idea, it was actuality. We delivered a solution to a multinational company. And they gave us a bonus. And that was the beginning. And from there on, there was no looking back. We were getting, all multinational companies were using IT that time. So we got Boots, we got Citibank, we got American Express, and so on. We were getting larger, so we said we should create a good image. So we said we should have office not in Ghatkopar but Nariman Point. So we took one cabin, 25 square feet cabin, I think. And there were 4 tables there, and there were 3 tables and 1 secretary. So we used to do musical table by sitting whenever we were not there, somebody else would sit. From there we went to Prabhadevi when we kept slightly larger, and then came to Seeds. By 86, 87, some interesting thing happened. There was a DataQuest magazine who was doing analysis of IT companies, and I said I'll send a data about Mastech's revenue. I said, let us see what happens. And you would be surprised, Sanjay, we were among top 10 domestic software companies in 7 years. So he said, oh, we have arrived. So that was a ha-ha feeling. All of us were enjoying, we enjoyed that day. I showed all of them, see, we are among top 7 or 8 companies in the country now. So that was a good feeling. Hard work, difficult time. We in fact thought of even selling company during that period to somebody, but we decided not to do it. We were wondering, why are we doing all this? We are traveling in second class from Ghatkopar. When my colleagues in IIM were going in flight, their families were enjoying foreign holidays, and we were doing this. We said we should stop all this because we were making losses every year. And Padma used to say jokingly that why you are doing business, more business you make, more losses you will make. So better not to make losses. So the point I'm making is, those were very interesting days. On the lighter side also, I tell this story that my mother never knew what business we were in. He says, if you show me software, I couldn't show her. And then I used to show her hardware or a floppy disk. So she says, what is this? And then we used to talk at night time to our customers abroad. So she was convinced we are in some shady business whose products can't be shown and has to be done at night time. So those were the interesting times. But to cut the story short, after 5-6 years, we felt we are there.
There's one important thing that I have realized about Mastech. When I said once a Mastech here, always a Mastech here, that essence of Mastech, what we see as the values, which I have seen over the years. How did those values come about? What happened? You as a founder of the company, how did these things got inculcated where today anybody who's worked at Mastech at any point of time, and I even remember that we had done once a research with the investors. I remember that, and I don't know whether you remember that, where they told us that one thing that we know about Mastech is a highly ethical organization. Put us absolutely at the top of all the IT companies, kind of a thing in that research that we had done speaking to investors. So these values of Mastech, how did they actually, and what is the importance of values for an organization?
Question. Actually, I will summarize it in one sentence, Sanjay. 38 years have passed. It is very unfortunate that we lost Sudhakar. It is a great, irreparable loss to us as a team. We lived together, we laughed together, we fought together, our families spent time together. So that was a great loss. But that is irreparable, as I say. But for 38 years we are together. That has happened for only one reason. Only one reason. We shared values. All of us had same values. And when you have such a congruence, you may differ on certain business decisions. Somebody may be good in marketing, somebody good in development. It's all okay. Everyone is not same. But on that, you come together. And that was the reason that you asked me, why Mastech had those strong values? Because all four of us subscribe to those values. And whether he meets me or Sudhakar or Sundar or Ketan, they will get same answers. In fact, some of the programmers used to go to different people and ask, various things, but they would get a same response because we never discussed it. We knew what it was to be a good company. We knew what it means to be an ethical company. We knew what it means to be good to people. We knew what it means to be good to the customers. We have taken projects, as Sanjay, where we have made losses. We knew we are making losses, but still we have not left the customer. We have argued to raise fees, but they have not agreed, but we have completed and went away. So many projects. Some employees have difficulties, we have supported them. We have not told them to leave. Or same thing is with the shareholders and so on. So the values of Mastech came from these common values that all of us inherited. And how did they come? Probably it is all of our backgrounds that, middle class, in fact, sometimes lower middle class, but high values. And of course, it is beyond that also that we had some vision and philosophies in life as what organization we should build. And I think we agreed on that. If that was not there, Sanjay, the group would have split long time back. So I feel very proud that we have set an example to whole entrepreneurial community, what it means to remain together and build company. We went ups and downs and we had a lot of difficulties, as you know, at different points of time, but we never ever separated. So that values come from there, Sanjay. Those values. So you remember, I don't know whether you were there in that meeting. I was told by a group of our management team, why don't we have a value written down, what our values are. So they said we should have a consultant who can decide. I said, very simple. I'll write it down in 7 days and come back to you. He says, oh, why is it so simple? I said, it's simple. Values is not about doing what you want to be. Values is what you are today. When I get out of my cabin, how do I behave with my secretary? How do I behave with my, janitor? How do I behave with my customer in US? All that is values. Write it down. Those are values. You don't have to make believe anything. Values is about being genuine about what you are. So values reflect actually the founders. I tell every founder today, and I give that advice to all of them. I said, 10 years after, when I look back, I saw a company exactly like us. All our strengths and all our weaknesses were in the company. So you have a role to play in values, and I think that is all.
Fantastic. Ashank, now let's get to the today, now. Last 1 year, we have seen the world has been, completely turned upside down with this entire pandemic happening, and now the second wave hitting India, and, things looking very uncertain once again. How do you see the world? Because it's a little not on Mastech, now I'm just looking at a broader question to you. As a leader who's dealing with so many customers, how do you see the world today post this, whatever has happened? How is the world changed? How do you see the future?
Okay. Yeah. So we never ever imagined in February 2020 what we are going to do with, as you all know. And it has really turned things upside down in terms of how we want to conduct business. Of course, there is a negative side of all this that we all know. We have lost thousands and 100,000 people all over the world and in India. We have people who had to migrate back to their native place, walking in sun, in night. It was a terrible story. We saw many people lost their jobs. So that is the negative side of it. And I hope that will come to an end very soon. Some of it has already come to an end, but some of it still exists. But I think we will pass that. Vaccines have come. People are using all the safety things like mask and distancing, etc. But what has changed irrevocably is the impact of working at a distance and at working as if you are working physically. So the physical world has come very close to a digital virtual world. It's at a very high level, the impact of this COVID, because people don't want to come close physically. And people were not moving as fast in that paradigm for various reasons. We always like to meet people, we always like to talk to people. And there is no substitute at one level to physical connection, but we were forced to work at a distance. And that created the whole new way of working, whole new way of selling, whole new way of conferencing that you are doing with me right now. I'm sure you'd have come my home and took camera team that you have, but you don't want to do it or you can't do it. So the whole world has changed the way it is working, bringing virtual and physical close to each other is my quick answer to your question.
Yeah. And how is Mastech now shaping up for this future? I mean, how do you see the Mastech's vision going ahead with this changed scenario?
Yeah, so Mastech, as you know, Mastech is management and software technology. To go back to what you asked me, is about building solutions. And we did it so much that even in Y2K period, we did not do Y2K. We were that time busy building e-commerce solutions, which is very common now, but that time it was well. And CRM, nobody knew that. We built London congestion charging, which is way ahead of its time. It had built a mobile payment system 18 years ago. We built NHS software for Spine, largest data warehouse of healthcare in the world. So solutions is our key. In fact, the mayor of London came and
I remember
said so nice things about us.
I was there. Yeah.
He said, you have done so nice work. I was worried that you will not deliver. He said, thanks. I said, no need of thanks. But he says, yeah, because I believe I would have lost my job if you had not done that. So those are the things which bring juices out of Mastech. And digital is exactly about that, Sanjay. Digital is about converting the dreams of companies, dreams of individuals into reality by providing a solution which makes them work virtually and yet deliver the results that they want to do. Customer experience, customer service, improving efficiency. So Mastech is well poised for this new digital era. And 4-5 years ago, I did a presentation to board saying we should move fast on digital. I'm very happy to tell you, today 80 to 90% of our business is closely digital, compared to many others who still have a legacy business, which is maintenance and little bit of, outsourcing kind of business. So Mastech is well poised today for tomorrow's world, which is well reflected in our results. If you are seeing over last 3-4 years, we are growing much faster than others. And everybody is looking at Mastech to build those solutions. And we have now company which we acquired in cloud area, ERP. So we are well poised for this tomorrow's world because of our legacy, not because we have suddenly found it out. We have been doing it last 25 years, management and software technology.
You have stayed true to the initial why you started Mastech in this.
Correct. Even if Majesco, if you look at, if you know the story of Majesco,
Yeah, yeah,
Majesco was built by us over 20 years. We put $200 million in terms of acquisition R&D in the company. It was separated. It was the first product company in the country to get listed outside India. Product company, yeah, not services. Product company first in NASDAQ. And it was first success of an Indian company being top 3 in US. It's easy to sell products in developing countries, not in US. It's unforgiving. We proved we can do it. That is again another proud moment, which is not Mastech in name. It is Mastech.
this Mastech has built it. Yeah, it was.
You know, you were there.
Yeah, yeah. So Mastech has always been, I've seen that, it's always walked a very different path than the entire IT industry, which was going in one direction. And Mastech was always from the beginning, and I have seen it's always been that, running its own path. And as you said, the first word, Mastech, management software technology, it starts from there.
Yeah.
And you have stayed very true to that journey, even now, as you're saying, in the future also.
Absolutely. We built one of the first application products in 1985, financial accounting. And yesterday I met one investment banker, senior fellow. He says, I remember Mastech for your stockbroking package called Strack. It was started in 86, 87, and he has used it. He says it was so nice to use IT at that point of time. So that is the legacy that we have created, Sanjay, that you can build solutions, you can make difference to people and citizens through using IT.
Absolutely, beautiful. And now just one question for the young people who are wanting to start off their own business, or they've just started off into becoming an entrepreneur. Your journey, what is the key lessons or key messages that you would like to share with any youngster who's starting his own enterprise or venture, or who wants to, get on this journey? What would be your key messages to those people?
So I say, building a company is building like a building. You build one big architectural wonder, or even a simple house. You need 3 things. First, you need foundation. Obviously, without foundation, you can't build anything. So foundation is values. Foundation is how you conduct your business. Foundation is about how you relate to your stakeholders. It is about ethics. It is about being very true to what you are. If you don't have values and you don't leave them throughout, you will not succeed, because a big foundation, business collapse. So we have seen many other good quality entrepreneurs, but they didn't have that foundation. We had that foundation, 4 of us together, as I told you. We took the main, and Mastech was like that. So we values. So first V. If you have to be victorious, we need 3 V's. First V is values or a foundation. But just foundation is not enough. Just values is not enough. We are not non-profit. We are for-profit businesses. Then you need to have a large vision. Second V, you need to dream to make difference to society, difference to customers. That's the way you can think large, think big, and then come to implementation. So if you are just having vision, values, and no vision, you will become just a non-profit. And it's nothing wrong with it, but it is that if you are in business, you need a vision. The second part is the top floor. If you don't have a top floor, if you don't have a nice viewing gallery, house doesn't look good. The third V is the muscle, the spine of the business, and I call it vitality, V. That is about how you run your business, the energy that you have, the motivations that you create in people, the systems, processes that you have, the finer details of quality that you imbibe. Those are foundation. Foundation not in the sense of foundation, but those are your hands, as I call them. So I have seen many companies who have good vision, good values, but don't execute. they don't deliver. So execution is the key to make actual reality on the ground. So 3 V's: values, vision, and vitality. Foundation, top floor, and the middle floor or hand. That is the message for us.
So Ashank, thank you for sharing this very beautiful thought about how, this 3 V's is something that I think I've seen them being working with in Mastech, but that vision, that values, and that, that thing that you bring in, not just the foundation, the middle floor and the top floor. A nice way of describing. And the other thing is, I think for Mastech also, as you shared, staying true to its calling right through. It is not wavered. I think there were times when there were, you could have said an easier way. Y2K, for example, you said, when Y2K happened, and I was there that time. So not moving that direction, but staying true to its calling despite of whatever is happening. So it is, it's such an important message that I think this is what we can send out to anybody who's starting their journey now. And thanks for being there with me and sharing this thing with me on this, this podcast that I'm doing. Always, it's been a pleasure to always interact with you all these years, working with you and still continue to work with you in the Mastech, Foundation. I think there's got a lot of learning for anybody who is going to be watching this. Any last words, Ashank, from your side?
Yeah, so I have been very lucky, Sanjay, to have people like you and many other Mastechiers who came and made difference and stayed with us. Some of them are still with us. I think you and all your other colleagues that I can't name each one of them. There are hundreds and thousands of them, as you know. But some key people like you and many others is one who made the difference to Mastech and to me personally. I looked at you guys as the energy behind that vitality at Mastech. Then, of course, the foundation, the values, and my founder colleagues are the energy that remained glued together. And as I said again, it was so sad that I lost and we lost Sudhakar. I wish he was there today. We would have felt so nice, still better. And whenever I talk on Mastech, I can't remain not to think about it. But it's great that Ketan and Sundar, we all together are chanting. But that is second. Third is, of course, people, family has been very kind. My wife, my children, they all worked with me, and my mother who brought me up when I lost my father at 2 years. That is the glue that took me all together. So I thank all the stakeholders and of course, as usual, to Mastechiers and customers and investors who made us what we are today. And thanks for your nice series. I wish it a great success. You are always been doing some cutting edge, something different, and something which has a conscience behind it. You do something which has a softer element behind it. You are not doing something just to earn money. Money you must earn, but you have some heart behind your business. So I wish you a success.
Thank you, Ashank.